What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Kris Gethin here in the house. It's a beautiful day. It's dry, it's sunny, a little bit chilly, but luckily I've got a bit of insulation right here. But anyway, I thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to wait for a few more of you to come on and join me because I've had some problems and glitches with Facebook over the past 6 months. Sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it isn't. Sometimes I see that there's a lot of viewers on there. Sometimes I see that there's no interaction because for some reason Facebook doesn't show. Anyway, I can see the first comment, so it is working, so we're all good. Let me just have a sip on my nice cup of tea. So, has everybody there got their pre-workout containers first? I want to give you all time to get your pre-workout supplement containers and bring them out right in front of you now. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you some insights on why it is possibly, I'm not going to say guarantee you, show you why it's possibly inferior and why it likely doesn't match up to pre-kaged. Okay, so anyway, let's go through the list. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves here and get stuck in. It could get dirty. All right, so I'm gonna hope that some of you guys can see some of the ingredients here. And if not, I'm just going to go through them anyway, because it probably is a little bit blurry. Yeah, I can see it's a bit blurry. Okay, you're going to have to trust me here on what I say about the ingredients that's in caged muscles, pre-caged. So has everybody got their pre-workouts there? I hope so. Anyway, here we go. So I'm going to start off with niacin. So as we all know, a lot of companies put in a crapload of niacin into their products to give you that tingly feeling, trying to emulate and mimic beta-alanine, or in this instance, the patented form that we have in pre-kaged, which is carnosine. So I'm not going to do that to you. I have 30, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, 30 milligrams of niacin. However, it isn't the niacin form that we utilize, it's niacinamide. Niacinamide is a vitamin B, which a B supplement is very important to you. You know, you'll notice that a lot of energy drinks such as Red Bull puts together their B vitamins in there. So we don't use niacin in there, we use niacinamide. Niacinamide does not give you these tingles that you will feel from cheaper brands that put a crap load in there just to give you that feeling, thinking that it's working. It's the beta-alanine's patented form that we use that will give you that tingling feeling. 1.6 grams of it will do it. That's why I have the studied and researched 3.2 within the pre-caged and in-caged. So niacinamide is the form that we utilize in there, not niacin. All right, let's go back in. So we've got the vitamin Bs as well, the B12s and the B6 in there. Now we go into your Pro Pump formula. So we have number one, 6.5 grams of fermented citrulline, not a synthetic citrulline that is created basically in a lab, and we don't use citrulline malate. We want pure citrulline. Of course, pure citrulline is much more expensive than citrulline malate, and that's why a lot of people will actually go towards citrulline malate. Malate is just basically the bond, so it's the citrulline bonded with the malic acid. So if you're getting, you know, a ratio, chances are if you've got a citrulline malate, you're getting much less of the citrulline that you would if you had it just in its pure form. Now, citrulline malate is great for the Krebs cycle. If you want to sleep, I'm not about to go to sleep when I go to the gym. I want pure citrulline and I want plenty of it, so that's why I give you the 6.5 grams. And if you look here, or if you do have a pre-cage in-cage in front of you, you will get 3 grams there. So you get 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 grams of citrulline when you add these two together. Why do I split them up? Because you want to finish your workout as strong as you start. That's why you want to be as focused when you finish as you were when you started. That's why I split up and put 284 of caffeine here and split up with more caffeine in the in-caged, and it's the same when it comes to the carnosine as well. Split up 1.6, 1.6, 3.2, so you finish your workouts every single time as strong as you begun. So if you're hitting back and biceps, you don't want your biceps to be an inferior body part or a byproduct. You need to prioritize your biceps as much as your back. So that's why you finish your workout as strong as you start. But I'm not talking about in-caged at the moment, even though in-caged is better than 99% of the pre-caged pre-workouts that are out there. So now we go down to your branch chain amino acids. These are fermented branch chain amino acids. So around 85, if not more, % of the branch chain amino acids that you find on the market are synthetically created and derived from human hair. Yes, from human hair and bird feathers, same as glutamine. Unless it says fermented on there, if you look at your product, look at your label right now, unless it says fermented branch chain amino acids, it is likely made from bird feathers or human hair. And that is the truth. So unless it says fermented, so it can be derived from like a sunflower like a sunflower lecithin, or a vegetable source, you can pretty much guarantee it is synthetic. Okay, now we're going to go to, and also we have an extra 3 grams of leucine in there, and then we again fermented, and then we go down to your strength power matrix. So we start off with the carnosine. Now remember, this is the patented form of beta-alanine. Carnosine is the one that has been backed with research and studies for potency, purity, and safety. Okay, a lot of companies are using generic ingredients. Yes, it may say that it's efficacious, it's effectively dosed, that is backed with the research and studies. However, they will utilize a generic ingredient in there which is called borrowed science. Okay, so you get a lot of people saying, yes, well, our product, as shown in studies, blah, 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 blah. However, their product doesn't have the patented ingredient. It has the generic ingredient. Why? Because cheaper. Supplement companies are here to create margin, to put money in their pockets, and a lot of the time to create that brand so they can sell it on. Like if you look at a lot of the top brands now, are they the original owners, the original CEOs? No. A lot of the time they've built that brand to sell it on, so they have to create margin. And a lot of the money is put into marketing, into the exposure, into the events, samples, loads of free samples. So what money have they got left to put into the actual product? Nothing. So they use generic ingredients, expand the brand very fast. Okay, so, and remember, the 1.6 with the 1.6, the 3.2 has been backed by the studies and the research. You can go onto the Carnosine website and you can see the studies that they've done on strength athletes, on soccer players, backing up that amount. Okay, so we have the efficacious, the effective dosages of each patented ingredient as well. Then you go down to the betaine. We don't have the generic betaine in pre-kaged. We have beta power. Beta power is again the patented form of betaine. We don't have betaine. We have the patented form that is proven with studies, with the research, with the papers for that safety, purity, and performance-based, and obviously health. Where do we go now? Then we have the patented form of creatine HCl, not the generic. You'll see a lot of companies using the generic form of the creatine HCl. There was a company out there that had a patented form to begin with, and I trusted that company, and a lot of people trusted that company, and then they changed over to the generic ingredient. They didn't tell anybody. By law, they had to change a couple of words that nobody really noticed. However, It's no longer the patented ingredient. We use the patented creatine HCl. Then if you look below that, we have the coconut water powder. Now you'll know since the time that I was living in India that coconut water powder is something that I'm a huge advocate of. It does help with hydration. Obviously you're going to have the electrolytes in there within, okay? And you have your 5 electrolytes from the tender coconut water powder, and obviously you want to have your mineral balance, and then further from there you'll see this big list of ingredients, which is the Spectra Auric blend of antioxidants. I believe antioxidants should be high within everybody's diet to beat free radical damage. You look at where we are living. A lot of the time we live in populated place, we're exposed to heavy metal contaminants, and then we go to the gym, we build up free radical damage even more. So of course we want to have antioxidants within our diet. So we have a Spectra blend, an Auric blend of antioxidants. Then we go below here, we have the taurine, the acetyltyrosine, and then L-tyrosine, okay? And that is your neuro support. When we go to the gym, we want mental focus and clarity. We don't want distraction. It's essential that we have that because, remember, transformations come from the brain, not from the body. Whatever the brain believes and sees and focuses on, that will emulate into achievement. Okay, mind-muscle connection. We all talk about it. You're training it back. If you can't get that mind-muscle connection because your brain's not into it, you're not getting the blood flow there, you're not able to contract, you don't have the electrolyte function. This is where the neurofocus, this is where the citrulline, this is where the electrolytes and the mineral balance all come into play. It shouldn't be just something that gets you jacked and wired. It should be priming your brain and your body for your workout. Then we go below there, we have not a synthetic caffeine that is created in a lab like all the other caffeines that you'll find in a lot of pre-workouts, give you an upward swing, and then give you the jitters, and then give you the crash. We use a green bean caffeine. Again, much more. All these ingredients that I'm talking to you about are much more than anything else out there on the market. A hell of a lot more. Sometimes times 4 what other pre-workouts are using. Times 4. Do I charge you 4 times the amount of other pre-workouts? No, I eat up the margin. When I say PREKAGED is the cheapest pre-workout in the world, I'm not lying. I ain't joking. All you have to do is compare. Don't grab one tub and then grab another tub. Look at the ingredients, look at the forms of those ingredients, look at the sources, and look at the amounts of those ingredients. Then you'll see that PREKAGED is cheaper than any other product because we make tiny margins and we eat it up. But I don't give a shit about that, really. I just want to put out a product out there that's better than anything else. So we have the Pure Caf Organic Green Bean Caffeine, okay? You can see from green coffee beans, 274 megs there, okay? Again, split up. I add more into the in cage. All right, further from that, so I've talked about the ingredients here, okay? Now we'll go into how clean this product is. PREKAGED is third-party tested. Not only does our custom manufacturer test each batch, we then test the custom manufacturer. So we test the tests. Do you know what I mean? So everything is third-party tested as well. We are also banned substance free with all of our products. We are certified banned substance free of all of our products. We are one of the only companies in the world as well that certify all of our products by the Prop 65, the Proposition 65 Act in California. That guarantees that all of our products are free of all heavy metal contaminants. And as you know, constant exposure to heavy metal contaminants can be cancerogenic, can lead to cancer. So if you look at your tubs, does it say could cause birth defects? Have a look at it. Does it say could be cancerogenic? Okay, then if it does, you can guarantee that yours has not been passed by the Prop 65 Act. Now that may not be important to a lot of you, but it's important to me, and it costs me a shitload of money again. But it's very important to me. Why? Because I'm in the health industry. I educate you and have done for years and years and years through my books, through my video series, through my seminars, through these videos, that I am trying to improve my health, and I want to improve your health as well. So if you are into bodybuilding, if you are into any types of sports, performance sports, endurance sports, you eat a certain way, I'm sure, to improve your health and to improve your performance. I'm sure that you train a certain way to improve your health and improve your performance. So why the fuck should a supplement possibly degrade your health, take away your health, take away your hard work, and basically take your money? Because that doesn't sit well with me. I'm a consumer, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm a hybrid athlete. I just got my blood test report back, not yesterday, day before yesterday. Pinpoint again, 100%, my liver, my kidneys, my digestive system, my cholesterol, my heart health, everything is on point. And that's because I try to improve my health, and I don't want to take away from that, and I don't want to take away from yours either, okay? Now, we use natural flavors and natural colors. We don't use synthetic colors, we don't use synthetic dyes, we don't use Ace K, all right? We use natural flavors and natural colors, and don't have your synthetic flavorings, and do not have your Ace Ks, and do not have your dyes, do not have your red dyes or anything like that, which is basically from crushed insects. You know what I mean? Okay, so hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight. We have the authentication codes here, so you can actually go onto the website, type in this code that is on the product that you've got at home, so you can see that it's authentic and it isn't black market. You can see that we have the Pur Guarantee, which is a third-party test of our products. So if you look at everything, we have natural flavors, we have natural colors. We are the only company that has efficacious dosages in everything from patented ingredients that are certified, that are Prop 65 Act certified. You know, it's like, show me something that matches that, because I have yet to see it. All I see in the bestsellers list, like there's a couple of other brands out there that I really do respect. NutriBio, I love the guys from NutriBio, but are they one of the top sellers? No. Why? Because they put a lot of their money into the time and research of their product. However, if you look at all the top sellers out there, damn man, look at the ingredients. I'm not just saying this, I'm saying go to your store, look in your cupboard, look at the ingredients that are on the back there, look at the sources of those ingredients, and then you'll see, oh, that is why they are a bestseller. It's because they're putting all their money into marketing and not the ingredients. But unfortunately, we live in a world where monkey see, monkey do, or placebo fact is the placebo effect is either very strong, or people are enjoying a crap load of stimulants coming from synthetic caffeines. You know what I mean? So anyway, that is my rant. Let me answer your questions. Have you got, I'd love to have anybody out there who's got a tub with them right now, they got a container, ask me any questions about it, especially if you're comparing it to pre-kaged, because I'm going to rip it a new one. No, I'm not going to do that actually, but I will tell you the advantages. Why not put 3.2 grams of beta-alanine in a pre-workout? Is there an advantage of stretching the dose over? Love the BCAAs. Yes, Sean. So you will notice that I didn't put 3.2 in this. I put 1.6 in it and 3.2. You'll always also see that I did that with the citrulline in both. You'll also see that I did that with a pure caffeine and in here. Why? Because as you guys know, I was studying and testing all these ingredients for about 18 months minimum before I actually came out with any of these products. It was the single fill products that I came out with first, glutamine, branched chain amino acids. When it came to testing these ingredients under different circumstances, I found that my workouts were that much more performance-based and sustained, especially when it came to the pump and strength when I split up these ingredients as opposed to putting a full dose. Number one, I hated the 3.2 grams going straight into my system because I didn't like that tingly feeling. So when I split it up, I found that I was able to sustain the buffering of lactic acid much better throughout the entirety of my workout, because remember, I train with a lot of volume as well, a lot of intensity. I take very little rest periods between my sets. Same with the caffeine. I didn't want all the caffeine in one go, because if I put too much caffeine in the pre-workout, it then turns into a blood constrictor, sorry. I don't want to constrict my blood, I want to vasodilate it. So that's why I split up the dosages within at least of about 45 minutes between taking my pre-workout and the intra-workout. When I took 6.5 grams of citrulline, I found that was plenty enough for me to get a good pump and get the blood flow, especially for the mind-muscle connection and if we wanted to stretch the fascia, especially if I'm training with a lot of volume. However, if I put in an extra 3 grams within that workout, when I'm hitting my smaller muscle group, I was able to sustain a good pump for that secondary muscle group through to the end of the workout, as opposed to if I put it all in one. Does that answer your question? Okay, so I absolutely love pre-kaged, but if I take a full scoop, I get extremely rapid heart rate and feel dizzy. So I take half a scoop, which helps a lot. Do you know why this happens? Look, everybody has different adrenal glands. Everybody is more sensitive to some things than others. Some people can't even drink normal coffee. Everybody is different. So there could be a couple of other things. You could be a very small person. I don't know. I'm not being derogatory towards that at all. And maybe you're not hydrated enough. I've noticed when people take very concentrated forms of product without being adequately hydrated, like taking a gallon a day, I drink a couple of these a day, I find then they get very, the stimulating effects overcomes them. I do long time ago sport, and I'm a certified personal trainer in many categories, and I can only tell one word about you, Kris, is that you are the best, and you've answered for everything. You are genuine, and you don't take, and you're not fake like other guys. And I've tried many different programs so far as I've tried all of them. I wish you all the best and everything with your products. Thank you, Georgie. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. I probably didn't. That's the truth. People love stimulants, unfortunately, Kris. Yes, definitely, Jay, especially in the US. I'm not being condescending towards anybody in the US, but wow, people love caffeine here. It's like if you go to a coffee shop and you say, can I have a 16-ounce coffee? By the way, how many shots is in that? 3. It's like, holy fuck. My parents freaked out when they went to Cafe Nero in the UK that launched for the first time because they had 2 shots. It's just the American way. Does it sell at Walmart? No, I will never ever be at Walmart. What do you think about vitamin Pure Pump, and how does it compare? Natural ingredients and etc. Very similar. I have no idea. Or I'm going to ask you to look at it. You look at every ingredient. Are they natural? Are they fermented? Are they efficaciously dosed? Are they certified? Are they Prop 65 Act certified? You will have to answer that. Thoughts on Chaotic Labs Equalizer? I have no idea. If you've got it in your hands, compare it. Go to the Cage Muscle website. Go to the Cage Muscle website and compare it to your products. Don't ask me about this one and that one and that one and that one. Chances are, I don't know it off the top of my head. But I know that a lot of the time they somebody was trying to call, because no one is eating up the margin like I am. Nobody is eating up the margin. So anyway, just compare it. Go to cagemuscle.com, look at the sources of the ingredients, the amounts of the ingredients, are they certified, etc., etc. Love the pre and in. Any chance on a stim-free intra? Must take caffeine in the mornings and do not want to take 400 megs around workouts. So no, I'm afraid not. What you would do is basically take your pre-kaged, and then what you could do during your workout is take your citrulline, take your branched chain amino acids, take your creatine HCl, etc., etc. Hydrocharge. Hi Kris, what is the right proportion of citrulline for a 150-pound guy? When should I take it? Take it on your training days and take it on your non-training days. You'll have to look up how much is needed specifically for your weight. I tried a lot of programs and none of them worked for me except for yours. Thank you very much, Chad. I appreciate that. Switching, Jerry says, switching was the best thing I ever did. It was life-changing. Thanks for everything, Kris. Thank you, Jerry. I really appreciate that. Glad Kaged Muscle is helping you. Which is the next best brand after Kaged Muscle? I'd say NutriBio. I really like NutriBio. They're good guys. Could you explain your L-carnitine product, like what it does and what it helps with? Okay, L-carnitine. So I suggest that you take it before and after workouts. It is great for recovery, but the primary purpose of it is to shuttle fat into the mitochondria. Mitochondria is your energy source. That is your engine within your body, and it'll help your fat to be utilized as an energy source as opposed to like carbohydrates, etc. So great for utilizing on a diet. Before and after your workouts, and take it before your cardio. Walmart is where supplements go to die. Yeah, and a lot of people, well, this is why you'll see a lot of supplements in, say, Walmart or Walgreens or in supermarkets. Those supermarkets require a crap load of margin. So basically, like a company would have to give up 50% of their margin to be stocked in those stores. What does that tell you about the product? What does that tell you about how much money is actually put into the ingredients? Very little. Don't take anything from those stores, I should imagine. All right. Let's see. How many scoops of hydrocharge can you have in a day? I probably have about 5. Kris, pre-kaged is awesome. My sessions have improved. Thanks for Kaged Muscle Supplements. Thank you very much. Waiting to see you soon in Dubai, Kris. Thank you, Mohammed. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be at the Dubai Muscle Show next month, so looking forward to venturing my way over there and seeing you guys. I'm going to be there on the 8th and 9th. 9th is when my seminar is, I believe. So, yeah, you can go onto the website for the tickets for that. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Please, please, please do share this video with everybody and anybody who believes that their product is better, because I beg to differ. I'm going to leave you with this. This is a top-selling pre-workout scoop. That is their top-selling scoop. Top-selling pre-workout, okay? Now, you can look at companies like Vitamin Shop, you can look on bodybuilding.com, see what is their best-selling pre-workouts, okay? Well, on Vitamin Shop, it's pre-kaged now, actually, so that's bullshit. But look at the size of that scoop, okay? And they'll say, hey, we have efficaciously dosed ingredients. I don't think so. Why? Because that is pre-kaged. Do we have any fillers? Do we have any bullshit? Do we have any generic ingredients in here? Do we spike our products? No. So why is this so small? And this is one of the larger ones, actually. Would you believe it? So this is a 9-gram scoop. There is a product out there that has a 6-gram scoop. That's a top seller. And this is the 9. So I'm being quite generous here with this company, utilizing this company. If I was to basically put my citrulline in here and my, let's say, my beta-alanine or whatever, that would be that scoop. So, like, well, what's with the rest of the ingredients then? Why haven't you got efficaciously dosed ingredients? So let me tell you this. If you have, say, 6.5 grams of citrulline is being proven to be efficacious or to be effective, if you were to put like 2 grams, maybe 1.5, maybe 3 grams of citrulline in your pre-workout, how is that going to be effective? It isn't. If you are to have, okay, you're supposed to have 5 fruits and vegetables a day, but you can only have 3. Well, that still have some effect, okay? It's still some sort of advantage. It doesn't work like that with the supplements. They have to be proven in studies and research to be efficacious, to be effective. So if you use less than that, it's not going to be effective. It's inferior. But guess what companies are selling you? Inferior, false promises. I'm Kris Gethin. Peace.